Hey y'all, I'm Scrub, and welcome back to Quasimorph. In the last part, we came over here to Zielkowski. We lost a bit of a difficult mission against SBN, but we came back and hit him with one of our new and improved cyborgy people, which I think overall it was worth it putting all the robot parts on our sniper. There's definitely some negatives associated with that, which we're going to need to be careful of going forward, but I think if we balance it right and think about what we're doing, it should be good. But today, what I was thinking we want to do is over here on Geist. There's a planar bridge conquest against Dilthey. It's going to be a bit of a difficult mission. However, this is one of the two places in the solar system that's actually making geoscanners, and the other one is in control by Daydream Chems, who absolutely despise us. It'll take at least 2, maybe 3 missions to get them to even consider selling to us, and even then, it's not going to be at a good price. Planar Bridge actually loves us right now. They're really happy with us. Their tech isn't the best, so we may not get the best rewards. However, that could work out in our favor. If we end up doing this mission and they can't afford to pay us with goods, they'll have to give us credits. So we may be able to afford the geoscanner off the back of that. Of course, I don't know what else the station's going to need once they actually have control of it, and we'll be able to reach it just in time. We'll have 12 days afterwards. And this other mission also popped off between Civil Resistance and Unchained Belt, so we might want to stop by there and do something. And I don't believe I've ever been to Geist, so this will be a nice little check to see what's going on over here. Also, slight problem with my whole let's go ahead and reorganize some weapons between 2 different places slots. Apparently it doesn't work that way, so all my weapons just went over to the augments, so we might end up keeping the arms and the legs over in the weapon hold for a while, but I definitely want the weapons over here. Also, yeah, they're both tagged, so I guess it just decides whatever the most recent one is. There we go. Everything's back where it should be. Okay, it looks like Dilthey has also got another station over here. It looks like it's at least chill over here. Also, of all things that I could sell them, they actually want those battle staves, which is a bit odd, but not much I can do about it. And as far as what they're producing some little stuff that would be okay. Do I happen to have any credits with you? I don't know if we've done anything for Dilthey this run or not. They seem to be doing pretty well, and Tianmin's still snowballing out of control. Hate that. Like, all their missions, it's wherever I'm not. Every time. It's the most annoying thing. Like I've been talking about, though, even the last place person still has 2,000 power, so it's not that much of a disparity, but yeah, this is what happened last time. Tianmin, I just didn't touch them, and they just took control of everything. And now that I'm away from Earth, they're doing everything around Earth, Venus. By the time I get back there, they're going to move back out to the outer ring, I'm sure. Yeah, no credit with Dilthey, unfortunately. Dilthey could be a problem. They're another one of those factions I don't really have that much experience with, and that's going to be some pretty tough power concentration, about 900 per floor. Decent reward. It's only 2 floors. And I think there's going to be some Quasimorphs here that I've never fought before. I don't believe this is one of the ones where the Ron Quasimorphs are, but maybe it is. I guess we'll find out shortly. And even though it's been abysmal every time we've done it, I'm sending Francis out there because buckshot's one of the few things that we're actually having in abundance. Also did go ahead and make a bunch of medkits since we actually had some excess on antibiotics. So we should be good there. And you do need some food. We'll send you out with some of the cans because we don't have the PMC ration chip yet. And we'll send you out with the fighter backpack, rookie vest, and I think 2 stacks of ammo should do it. I'm tempted to go for 3. Honestly, I don't think Dilthey, yeah, you know what? Way missions have been going lately, I think we need to be a little bit more prepared. 3 stacks of ammo should get the job done. Also, you need to reassign your class because you died. Scout of Hades. Considering you have no XP, I probably don't augment you. Probably save that for people that have actually proven their worth. And there we go. There's an entire planet for the level, not nearly as big as the freaking space station we went to last time. Wild how that works. Also, remember right away, we don't have the walking scout checks, so maybe go down into stealth to start off. A Liberator off the rip. Not a bad little backup weapon. Okay, guys, right outside that door. Open, wait, and then peek. Get a little bit closer for you. Get around the corner. Go down to walking. Who did I just hit? I just had a little bit of a hit way after that one. That could be a problem. Go down to stealth, reload. They're rushing pretty quickly. Back off to this corner. I'm still reloading. It's fine. We have 1 left. Is that a cutter? Oh, it's one of these Arca submachine guns. Yeah, this was interesting in the last run because it's 1 to 37 damage. So I think it's supposed to be really good against shock enemies, but 1 to 37. That is a bold spread for a 1-hit weapon. Also, laser turret, you do have Dilthey batteries. I should probably try and get this thing out just so we have some kind of shock weaponry. Also, right, Dilthey likes their science, so could be some decent stuff on them. Also, I think we got lucky and there was no one camped out up here because no one's come up behind me to destroy me yet. A lot of melee guys, actually. Guess we'll keep doing stealth shots to get them to come closer. And engineer kits. Yeah, these have become a lot more important all of a sudden. So definitely go ahead and go for that. I don't know if you guys have decent armor or not either. 2 of these turrets. Well, that's the other thing that I just thought about. I don't know if I've ever seen them actually set up turrets. I always assumed that they were pre-set up on the level. I don't think I've ever seen them actually deploy one. I'm not sure if they can. 3, okay, game. I get it. They have turrets. Thank you. Actually gonna disassemble the 797 and drop some rotten meat for that. And then we need to go back to the ship and drop the stuff off. I guess the nice thing about that is that once we eventually do get one of Tifton's Elite, which is the new class we unlocked in the last part, that happened. That was pretty good. Specialize in heavy weapons and setting up stationary defenses. So maybe we'll be able to actually do something with that. Okay, also, I just got stopped briefly. Is there someone corner camping around here? Oh no, they're actually pushing. Go up to walking. Wait. Shoot. I think that's another arc. Stealth up. Yep, because I have a feeling they have backup. Pretty unlucky for us. That's fine. Get to cover. Shoot. Oh, how did you miss? 93, by the way. Doing in-place reload, and that's a self-healing contusion, so we're fine. Also, thankfully, they died inside the doorway, so at least we don't have to worry about someone shooting through there, like right there, maybe. Okay, are they gonna push that, is the question. Doesn't look like it. A fighter backpack. You know what? We keep dying, so maybe go ahead and grab that just to be safe. A second arc. That is technically an SMG, so we would get bonuses off of the thing. I'm gonna try and extract it just because we might be able to tear it apart for something good later. Industrial AR. Oh, we need one of those. Drop the rags, drop the rubber. Try and get this out. Disassemble the 9mm. Grab the gunsmith kit because I'll probably need that shortly. And at this point, I'm just gonna drop everything of value just in case. Because 3 guys camping that doorway makes me a bit sketched out. Also, keep in mind, yeah, we do have quasimorphs here, so we need to be a little bit careful about that. How many more do we need to kill on the level? 3. Okay. So we're almost halfway through the floor. Okay, 2 here. Unfortunately, it's a recessed doorway, so we have to spend an AP here, and we're probably still gonna get shot, but get a look at them before they kill us. Security drone with a shotgun. That's sketchy. And a guy with a shotgun down here. Get to cover. Yep. We knew that was gonna happen. That's fine. Oh, he has 3 AP. I thought he had 2. Lacerations were fine. Go up to sprint. That's a good kill. Wait, now we start doing corner checks. Hey, guess who has a Warhead class security bot? Also remember in the last run, this thing says it has an SMG attached to it, which it probably does. It also has an arm-mounted minigun that the game's forgetting to mention, I'm pretty sure. So we need to take it slow. Also, apparently Dilthey loves robots. Back off. Okay, we accidentally killed the other bot. This security drone's gonna get a point-blank shot at me. What do you have? You have a shotgun. You have an SMG. We're down to 0 pain. It's gonna have to spend at least 2 AP. I think this is fine. It had 2 shots on me. I'm dead. How am I not dead? Okay, we gotta back off. We gotta back way off. Reload. Walk away. Okay, the other thing that's a problem. The game automatically spends AP, so you can't go to walking on your next turn. I just learned. That's really annoying. Okay, it's fine. Keep backing off. We're fine. I need to get to this corner to heal, I think. Otherwise, I'm dead. Because all he has to do is land 1 shot on me. Back off. You still have a shot. Med kit. Are shotguns just no longer viable? Can I not use shotguns anymore? Anytime I bring Francis out, it's a death sentence. It's all good. We love this. This is my favorite, actually. I love throwing away a bunch of equipment every other fucking mission. It's my favorite, actually. At least we didn't call down the capsule, so we can go right back in. Percy, I know you're good. I know you can do this. You're not a disappointment like Francis is. So that new weapon we just got, the assault rifle, better max condition, better damage, slightly better accuracy, lower crit chance is a bit of a shame, slightly bigger magazine, 1 to 3 rate of fire, wound inflicting pierce, and pierce through. That seems really good, actually. 2 stacks of 797. Just with how my luck's been going, I'm kind of hesitant to bring out 3 because I feel like I'm probably about to lose again. I'm definitely not shaken up about my repetitive and numerous losses. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, Percy, just get out there. Don't overthink it. Just go get kills, please. I need some kind of a dub here. 10 to kill. Okay, we've got this. Single fire to start off is fine. Once again, we're not worried about any kind of robotics on him. We're just gonna go normal. Thank you. You guys are like right outside. We haven't even started the level. All right, Starlock 2. Good backup. Okay, I just saw someone at the corner here. There they are. Okay. What the hell? Okay, Electro Burn. Game's going great, guys. How are you doing? I'm having a great day. I love this. Actually, it's my favorite. I don't dare go out here because that's just going to give them more of an angle. Walk, doorway, close door. Immediately check cramps, electro burn, hydrogel, these 2. First aid kit. Open this door. They're coming in. Go up to burst fire. Okay, they open that doorway. That's fine. Looks like we actually healed everything. Go team. Screw you. I missed everything. Screw you. Back off. Stealth checks. You know what? Reload. Wait. Okay. If I push this, they're just going to open the door and obliterate me. Going back down to stealth. Checking. Go to single fire for a moment. Yep. At least 2. 3. Yep. And now they're just going to wait. The new meta is just camping doorways, which is really bad for me, actually. It's the worst. Okay, what I should have done maybe is drop something in this doorway, like a can of food. Actually, you know what? Screw it. No, I need to be able to sprint out of here. Plastic here. He's literally just camping the door, dude. Are you shitting me? Okay, it's fine. 1, 2, I need to go to this corner so they can't shoot me once I open this. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Grab the plastic again. Shoot the door. Sprint. Screw you, you dick. I need you to hit something, man. I really need you to hit something. 15% hit chance. What do you mean? I back off. 15. Okay. Well, now we have a new problem.
I'll make you regret this.
I regret being alive. Thank you, actually. Okay, wait.
Turn on buzzers.
Screw you. Screw you. Okay. Screw me, I guess. Go up to walking. Single fire. Okay. Okay, thank you, bleed out. I don't need this in my life. I don't need this. You know what? Frag grenade, I'll take it. Arc submachine gun, probably actually good against their robots. Maybe we can make that work. Probably disassemble the other ammo we don't need. 35, 42. Okay. Slightly better condition. We'll grab that one. Also follow up. Rapid fire or burst. Okay. I feel like there was one more security drone. Also, that is a 5-turn reload from the backpack. That's really bad. And this one's in better condition anyway. We'll reload that one just to grab this one instead. Go back to the ship so we can at least get something out of this mission. We still have 4 targets to kill, by the way. So we are nowhere near finished with the first floor. You know what might be good, actually? Big bone. Hold on. We're gonna get something out of this mission, damn it. Where are those drones? Inspector, you have calorie consumption, wound received. Max health 20. Ooh, hold on. All right. This is a bone trying to do a surgical removal. You could do this, right? You sure can't. Dope. That would have actually been a pretty good get. Oh, wait, there it is. Security drone. Hey, screw you, you dick. I want all your parts in case you have anything good. Load weight, range accuracy, melee accuracy, lower dodge. Can't really justify that. Best slot. What's its arm do? Melee damage and throw range in exchange for lowered range accuracy and a bunch of scatter. Another one that's probably decent for a melee character, but not for me. And this one, no knockback, but you can't run. That's really bad. So nothing really great off that drone. And of course, no one else had anything decent. Okay, contact in the next room. Go up to sprint. Grab a shot. Okay, that was one of the basic bots. Go down to stealth while we do more checks. Good kill on you. Chain swords. Rip apart these bots. They might have something decent. Another controller and a manipulator. Just grab them both for now, I guess. We'll divvy them out later or probably tear them apart. And actually, you know what? The chainsword actually gave me a crude mechanism, so probably worth tearing this one apart once we're done with it. And yeah, cyborg leg and okay, you know what? That's kind of interesting. Really bad resistance, lowers your health like normal, and slightly lower field of view, but lowers incoming pain. We've seen pains becoming more and more of a problem. And quasimorphosis down. That is a very interesting idea, because that means you can just send certain people onto quasimorph missions and not have to worry about it potentially, or at least slow it down by quite a bit. The leg's kind of garbage. Yeah, I might be able to get some use out of this. Also, they're just leaving literal piles of loot right in front of me. That makes me think I'm walking into a trap. Well, if it is a trap, they're not spraying it yet. Eat the food. Okay, elevator's right there. I still need to get 2 more kills before we push that. How much more level is there? A lot. Is there anything even worth trying to go for? There's one of those neural jacks on the ground. I don't know why people keep leaving those laying around. They seem like they're supposed to be decent. Loot on the level is honestly not that impressive. There might be some ammo in there. Yeah, let's just head this way. 2 robots. Come this way. Okay, that's gonna be another arc. Back off. And go sprint. Okay, back off even more. Okay, you don't have range. That's fine. Couple burst fire in your direction. These drones have insane dodge, it looks like. And you almost fucking killed me already. We can heal this. Fracture, fracture. You know what? Just go for the med kit. Rapid fire. Fucking hell. Did they buff security drones? They used to be a little bit scary, but now they're fucking terrifying. That thing almost one-shot me in 1 round of combat, and I think I had decent resistances against it. Okay, stealth checks. We're fine. Reload. There's one more coming. Okay, well, that explains that. This thing actually had a 12-7 SMG, which is one of the types I never got to use in my last run. 56 to 116 damage. No shot we're getting this thing out of here, but I gotta try. Oh, that's gonna be another drone, isn't it? Go up to walking. We gotta walk away. We're still eating fractures. You're coming up. We have to splint these 2. How much AP are you spending? It's either 1 or 2. I think he's spending 2. We took the fuel out of this, so it's fine. Actually, I puked, so I didn't move. Good. Okay, robot. Screw you. Screw you. Just get the decent gun back to the ship, because I don't think we're going to survive this mission. Oh, you know what's interesting, though? One thing I think I just realized. The quasimorphosis, after all of that combat, is only at 200. Because we're not killing humans. We're killing robots, which I don't think contribute to quasimorphosis at all. I guess that's the one advantage against fighting Dilthey, but holy crap, are bots scary is the lesson we are learning today. So, hey guys, good news, we're learning stuff. Hooray. I really do feel like robots did not used to be this much of a concern, but they have been destroying me out of nowhere. Either that or we are getting power crept extremely hard by Dilthey. Oh good, one more. And you're camping the hallway. Okay, we're full up on health. We're full up on ammo. Almost up to 250. Are you gonna push that or no? Okay, you know what? We're gonna make you push. Come on. I know you heard that. Come on. Now there's 2 of them. Dude, seriously, the campiness with the AI, it feels like it's gotten so... You know what? Screw this. Get to the corner. Eat grenades, stupids. There we go. It can work. So you can see the grenade's actually flashing now. Hooray. Hey, why don't you come around the corner, you bastards? It's okay, I'm hourly. Okay, looks like we got him. Good. Also, I wasted that on a Storm SMG and a guy with a wrench, so I guess it's not a waste, because at least we're not going to die with the thing. But, come on. Okay, 2nd floor, and we need to kill 12 targets. Lovely. Maybe the capsule landed on one of them. It didn't. I don't know if that's a thing that can happen or not, but that would be great if it could. Capsule's all the way to the north. I'll be honest, I may not even care about going to the capsule. I'm probably going to leave as soon as we finish the mission with the way it's been going. Well, we got cigarettes and some food at least. I also have no idea what kind of quasimorphs are going to be here. Hopefully they spawned and are killing these guys, though. Doesn't look like it so far. Which door just opened? I think this one. That's a concern. Wait. Okay, nothing yet. You know what? Go to this door. I want to be close to the elevator for when I need to panic and run. That's another... That one sounded like it was, like, right there. Operator with a cutter, by the way. And one more in there. Okay, back off. Melee guy with a wrench. I'm sorry. Was that a fucking airblade gun that I just saw? Well, that was not a cutter, was it? Unless they changed the thing dramatically. Also, what are you? Tarkor, the Knight of Skrivnus, jailer and personal tormentor. Tarkors do not fight to protect their Bromfator's essence. They battle for the right to guard the eternal prison. This thing's fighting me with its limbs. It looks like they are weak to cut, shock, beam, and poison. They resist blunt, pierce, fire, and cold. Okay, so our shock SMG might actually be useful here. Problem is, I really just kind of want to let this thing vibe here. Also, I just realized, one, their music fucking slaps. Two, this is a really good planet because these server rooms tend to have really good stuff on these ones. Let's maybe not worry about that so much as survival right now. Move up, no one here. Close the door. I think I just heard another door open. You know what, let's just go down this way for a little bit. We'll let those guys hang out. So good news, bad news. I think the Quasimorphs won. Maybe not. There's 2 down. Let's just go this way for a little bit. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. That seems like a silly place to be right now. There may not be much over here, guys. It seems like there's nothing over here except a medical container. We get an extra bandage, yay, and some water. Man, I guess the good news is our back is clear. So we've got that going for us, which is usually more than I can say. Are you gonna keep coming down this way right away? Or maybe you wanna go find everyone else on the level? Okay. Okay, it was the humans that won. Something good, something bad there. We don't have to worry about the big guy. The bad news about that is now we have to deal with these guys. Drop the rags for this. Okay. Grab all that. Okay, they are right here. Okay, that was risky. That was really greedy. It's gonna pay off. It's fine. Fuck off. I was fully expecting to get blasted there. It's fine. You know what? 1 round for a full reload. Back way off. The door closed behind us. Good. Stealth check over to here. Single fire. I heard a door. It might have been one of these doors closing, but I should have closed a while ago. I think that was this door opening. So I think they might be coming to check. And by that, I mean they're going to go stand right outside this door and just camp. We need to move the other 797 to the vest. Move up slowly. Oh, come on. You know where I am. Just open the door. Open the door, you prick. Okay, I really need you to land a shot, buddy. Okay, back off because he needs to get in range. He's using a rogue AR that might up our ammo. There we go. A Gremugrat, the keeper of the prison walls of Skrivnus. His essence is so deeply intertwined with the essence of the prison that he literally cannot comprehend what freedom means. Oh, they're literally the demonic version of Franc Comte. Dope. Love that. Also, these seem to be the basics. So yeah, their built-in resist seems to be fire, is probably their like elemental resist. They also seem to be pretty good against cold, but yeah. Also blunt and pierce, so these guys running around with cutters might do okay here if they can get the drop on these guys. How are we looking? 6 targets. Oh, even the demons are running away from me. Guys, why are you running? Grab the extra ammo. We need weapon parts for sure. I'll try and get some springs out of here too. Any chance you wanna... Didn't see how much AP this guy had. Hold on. All right, we have an angle here. You have 2. So you can't get to me this turn. Shock! Okay, that seems to have... Okay, shock seems to really screw with people, is what I'm learning. Like, they really hate shock. Electroburn and cramps. Nuke chance, accuracy, vision. Oh my god, that is brutal. And he had 2 AP. He should have been able to at least move towards me. Okay, so I think shock may not be about the outright damage. It's about the consequences of just, like, straight up paralyzing you, which makes sense. Because I think it just puts you in so much pain that you can't do anything, and then you just stack 5 rounds of combat on you without a response. All right, well, bye. Yeah, that might be one we need to start keeping an eye on. if we can find a way to get some decent stuff for it. Ooh, industrial parts. And, oh, it was one of the ultrasound weapons we saw earlier. I think we picked one of these up and we never had a chance to use it. 1429 blunt. Knockback, knockdown, painful crits. Seems to be another one that doesn't use ammo. Disassemble the 9mm, eat the Mr. Meaty. Microchip, capacitor, and transformers. Would be nice to get some of that. Drop the gasoline, move that over. I'll try and carry this thing out. I might just want to disassemble it, but for now we'll carry it. Might need to use it as a backup weapon at some point. Okay. Good news, the mission's officially over. We're up to 442, which actually isn't that bad. I feel like we have to get some loot out of here, though. So when I die here in about 5 seconds, remember that I said that. Ooh, I have Karok. Use it. Oh, we do have that extra bandage if we need carrying capacity. I just remembered that. The level is relatively small, and there's already a lot of bodies. Okay, so I think that means the Quasimorphs have won. Also, good showing. Didn't really get anything good out of this server room. I promise there's good stuff in these. Eat the chips, grab the transformer. Oh yeah, look at that. How many of you are there? Okay, back off. You don't seem to care. Hold on. Go up to sprint. Oh, it's just a little gremlin. Okay, I thought it was like a walking, like, stag beetle. Hey, you little gremlin fuck. Yeah, if you get that shock chance on them, you can't do anything. You just lose all your rounds. Oh, that is so brutal. Okay, I may have been sleeping on shock. Shock may be very, very, very good if you know what you're doing with it. And speaking of high-tech kits, we definitely need those. Probably drop the rusty parts for that. Watermelon on a Sheila. One of those Goland Ultims we can build. Chances are, by the way, we will end up building one of these once we get a certain class chip, because I can't remember which one it is. It might be the Spaceborne Ghost that was kind of neutral in the last run. It was kind of an all-around class. I believe one of the comments was saying that one actually got reworked to be a little bit more about pistols, which could be interesting. So we'll probably want to check that out. It is nice to also know that, ooh, another one of these. We already extracted one and we don't even have the ammo for it, so disassemble this one. But yeah, the security drones aren't messing around. For sure. Also, I guess now that I think about it, that is the one in the last run that had the explosive rounds, isn't it, for Tianmin? I'm pretty sure it is. Tianmin probably already has those, don't they? I just thought about that. We haven't touched Tianmin at all. They probably have all the top... Okay, good. I'm pretty sure whenever we fight Tianmin for the first time, we are going to get absolutely wrecked. Maybe worry about the mission we're on, not the one I'm going to get killed on down the line. Up to 555, by the way. Ooh, a couple good medical rooms, though. How far away is the capsule? It's a couple rooms away. Yeah, right there. Those servers are empty. Is there anything else worth grabbing? Honestly, this medical rooms, well, these two medical rooms are probably the last good places to get loot. So let's go drop some stuff off at the capsule carefully, slowly but surely, and then we'll find a pile of corpses outside the capsule. That's kind of nice for us, actually. Go up to the SMG, go shock mode, rip shot at you. Yeah, dude, you just get a couple rounds of shock in and then they just can't do anything. It's hilarious. Go down to walking for the accuracy. There we go. Okay. Yeah, shock weaponry, when it works, for sure. Hey, demons. It's me, ya boy. Hey, I'm reloading, so if you could just kind of hang out over that way for a second. No, over that way. Stay. Good boy. Yeah, that's kind of dumb how good that is. Oh, boy. I mean, I guess being electrocuted should hurt pretty badly, but that is insane. Also, you know what? Pop a smoke. Hey, guess what? We're addicted right away. Good. And dump the full 797 round on there, because we are leaving as soon as we get out of here. Go ahead, walk up to the middle, and then we'll check everybody. Ooh, armor case and blacksmith repair kit. Razor vibro blade. Okay, some decent stuff here. Also, okay, security drones are going to be a problem. This one has a sniper rifle attached to it. So security drones, not only are they the dodgiest bastards on the planet, you can just attach anything to them. It doesn't seem like there's any kind of restrictions, which is definitely a problem. That is definitely a concern. Although for what it's worth, At least as far as the actual manpower goes for Dilthey, I haven't seen anything that good as far as their armor and stuff goes. So they may be more or less entirely reliant on their bots to do anything decent. Defib, I would like to try and get that out because that's a good trade good. Unfortunately, they don't stack, which is a bit of a shame. Also, I just realized Nanostim actually helps against shock, so we'll probably need to bring Nanostims against Dilthey in the future. Probably go ahead and smoke a little bit more since we have the capability. Okay, barring any surprises, I think we can bounce. Okay. Ugh. That was stressful. Good news, Planet Bridge loves us. They gave us 3 construction drones for that. A Galan Nova, which I think is a downgrade of the Ultim that we have, so thanks for that. Got the engineer kits, though, and some garbage workwear, a surgical kit, which is always nice, and a bunch of nails that we're probably not going to use. Okay, here we go. So they are producing defibs, geoscanners, and biochemical processors. They want food, they want those thermal containers, and we actually did make some credit with them. We're up to 300, which I think they're actually giving us, wow, only a 2% extra charge. Honestly, not that bad. They're also carrying a class chip and a mind chip, along with the item chip. The problem is I don't know what we'd get, so there's no guarantee we wouldn't get a dupe. So I'm not willing to pay for those, at least until we have some spare money. But you and I both know that's not really a thing for us right now. You know what? They're actually willing to pay for the regular clothes. I'm just going to sell them those and buy 1 geoscanner. Thank you. Because now, thankfully for us, navigation, upgrade, Wolfram Insulator. Hooray. And we did get that ID card in the last part, so more items per mission. So now we just need 2 Quasimorph scanners, and then we'll have security breaches, and then we just need 1 more of these. Where is, out of curiosity, the nearest Quasimorph scanner? We're down at 177. Citadel 1, the Earth, and the Moon. Considering Citadel 1 is owned by Daydream Chems, we can't do that. So now if we want to buy one of these, we need to head back to Earth, which we just came back from. Good. But I think that's where we'll call it apart for here, ladies and gentlemen, because I have a little bit of thinking to do. We're pretty far out of the way on Geist, which was interesting. We learned how terrifying Dilthey can be, and I believe they're number 2 in the galaxy right now, so that's good. Fortunately, Earth is actually pretty close by, so it's not going to be that bad of a trip when we go back, but we're probably going to need to head there next time. However, before we do that, I am thinking I might want to try and take this quest on, which, yeah, 3 skull, 1700 power concentration. That's not going to be easy. We're going up against pirates, which are another faction I don't know too much about, even though we ironically deal with them almost every other mission when we get random events, which we haven't gotten one of those in who knows how long. But yeah, we do need to get on Civil Resistance's good side. They're actually pretty close to liking us. Yeah, we need to gain 22 more reputation with them so we can actually progress on their story mission, and this will probably give us around 18 to 20 if I had to guess. So yeah, maybe hitting the pirates would not be the worst idea because we're gonna be waiting on theirs for a while. Oh, actually, that changed. I thought we needed 3 hydraulic pumps. I don't think we've gotten those, but they just want us to do robberies for them. Okay, that's interesting. So next time we'll have to have a think about how we want to deal with the more rambunctious residents of the solar system. And of course, we are inching ever closer to getting our proxy corp, which I think that will also really help us out because once we can just start grabbing stuff from everywhere, we can be a lot more free with where and what missions we want to do. So hopefully y'all are looking forward to that. Until then, thanks for stopping by. See you later.